Alright, who do you want to start on? Dan, did you say?
Start on Big Dan, yeah.
Yeah, start on Big Dan, okay.
Sorry if I come late to the party.
Nah, it's all good, mate.
Prepare to fight.
Alright, well, you can take us away with Dan's spawn, mate.
Round begins.
Get into it.
3, 2, 1. Fight.
So spawns at the LG, he goes for rockets. Usually that's a good play. Then you can get 2 guns off spawn instead of 1. Put a bit of spam out, work out where your opponent is and grab your mega and your red.
Would you camp the rockets in LG here? Or you...
I don't think you're strong enough to count the rockets in LG. Here, once you get your armors, it is, yeah, but I probably shouldn't chase like this. He's gonna get railed.
Yeah, Dan's just eating 2 free rails, eh?
Yeah, that's no good.
And Steej could kill him. Wow.
Yeah, you gotta...
On Steej.
You gotta respect the opponent's weaponry in that situation if you have better stack after you hit the first rocket. Nice rocket.
Look at this, mate. Clean. Yeah, clean from Steej already, mate.
And this is perfect because you can just grab red rocket jump out of here and then he failed his rocket jump, which is actually bad because Dan might fall from the mega here.
Oh, Dan lost him, dude, because Dan thought he was upstairs.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, so it worked out then anyway.
It worked out in the end, so that was good. So now he can pick up mega and try and get some damage.
Would you be slowing down or would you be keeping up the pace here?
I think what he did was correct. You just gotta wait and see where your opponent goes and try to deny the weapons. You know there's a bit of time before the red armor, so this is good. I like that rocket jump, but it's a bit early.
Nice spam. Nice spam from Dan. He did deny the heavy though, so not the end of the world.
Yeah, I think that's where Steej needs to play a little bit slower. When Dan was out of position below, he dropped down to him and allowed him to use his weapons that he had. Whereas if he stayed up top and just spammed the shit out of him, then he can go get red. Because
he can't do anything, just spam rockets.
He can't challenge.
Yeah.
He can't challenge.
Yeah. Right.
Because you can have all the weapons in the world, but if you go into a situation where the weapon you have, your opponent can actually counter you, then it doesn't matter that you've got the weapon advantage because he can do the same thing.
Dan a bit late for the heavy. Yeah, a bit late.
I think it's actually smart by Steej to concede mega position for now because he can go get the gun. And I think there's enough delay. He's got enough stack. He can still work this frag. I think he can actually go for the teleporter here.
Go on.
And just kill him.
Let's
You
see.
only got to be worried.
He thinks so as well.
Yeah, the fire.
But the fire doesn't light you on. You don't get lit up anymore, you know.
Yeah, the problem was
he didn't get lit up then.
That right. Would have killed Dan.
Right.
So if he was worried about the fire, I don't mind not going through it all because you know you're worried about a big combo hitting you.
Yeah, but this is a good attack though. Anyway, yeah, wow.
Yeah, that's right.
Hit some good LG, eh? Fire up.
Yeah, it's nice to hit LG like that when you fall. And just needs to hold his position strong here with rockets. Wouldn't switch to LG just because if he's not backing off, you won't get any damage. But it's worked out in the end because Dan pushed through, jumping forward.
Mega's got 1 second spawn. Oh, clutch rails from Dan.
I don't think Steej was aggressive enough on that frag because he actually dealt so much damage to LG. He could have just pushed in for the kill. But once you back off and allow him to use his rail against you, then you don't have an advantage in the fight anymore.
Yeah. Dan railable?
I would love to hit that rail.
Yeah, was Dan railable as well? Oh, I think they were both railable, yeah. Oh, he didn't have rail. Oh, right.
He died, remember?
And these turrets, I don't think Steej is getting a lot of value out of them, to be honest with you. This one here maybe, but other ones not so much.
I think Dan's pushing in too far here because he's allowing Steej red position. What he would
you go through that teleporter? Would you go through that teleporter? That was a bit risky, yeah. Because he's already taken the mega, so.
All the damage that you deal, it doesn't matter because
huge
Steej
LG.
Steej is going to get back to the red armor anyway. So.
Yeah.
Getting the damage is good if you can then defend your item, but if you push too far onto his nice rockets by Steej.
Yeah. He's hit just clean LG and clean rockets there. Just got heaps of good damage off without taking much. And look at this, he's still got Dan's number 8.
Yeah, nice.
I sense that Steej feels like he's stronger right now in terms of aim, so he's pushing the advantage. Look at this.
Nice, LG. And go back and grab this screen, so that's good. Probably just want to be quiet now, let your opponent walk into you in a trap, not catch you out, but it's going to work out. And then,
oh no!
I think he might have been dead anyway, but it would have been he would have had a chance coming through the teleport.
Yeah, he might have done
Dan's going to get this
damage.
mega.
Yeah.
And now he's going to want position on this next red armor. Steej would be wise not to challenge this, which he's not, so that's
would you slow the game now, Steej, or too early to do that, you reckon?
It's not too early to slow the game down, but it's too early to go into your shell, but you don't want to give away a cheap frag right now.
Yeah.
You're not thinking I'm going to hide for the rest of the map, but you're thinking I don't want him to frag me in the next minute.
Yeah, right now, right.
I got a
Yes.
couple of guns. I've got me armors.
them.
I can play around that. I don't want to. I don't need to need.
You're not contesting items, are you? Yeah, you're not contesting items here. You're looking for damage.
Well, you can
aren't
contest your items, but you're not just jumping in hoping that he's not there. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
See,
you're
this is
playing it
smart play.
smarter.
How Steej is backing off now. It's smart play. It's good.
Yeah, right. Wasting time. Oh, the jump pad though. Oh no, he's coming back up.
I wonder if
Good
he had
read
his
or
turret
good
then.
read or good read or done played here.
I want-
Good read.
I wonder if he had his turret then, because you can throw the turret through the teleporter, and then you know you get the info if he's there or not, and then you go up. I don't think he did.
He
though.
might have. I don't know. He might have.
I was on dance point of view, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm on Dan as well. And
But
just
this-
like
this
that,
is again
Steej just
just
giving it
stupid.
away, man. Just
Well, it's
like
just
that.
stupid because like you're making so much noise, your opponent is always going to be able to cut you off.
Dan's hitting as well. Alright.
Wait for the frag, yeah, beautiful.
Why would he do that? Go to the teleporter there.
Stopwatch.
Do you reckon?
I think he maybe
I
got
don't
forced through by the rail. I'm not sure.
Oh, right. Anyway, back in at 8-9. This is high fragging.
Yo, showdown, hoedown.
And Steej has won the last 4 times these guys have played, eh?
Has he?
Yeah, in terms of big matches, yeah. I think he's 4-0. The LAN, couple of online comps.
The Steej gets a cheap frag there too. Dan was too much down the bottom. I think you need to get to the teleporter and put damage when your opponent enters the room. But he allowed Steej to come in for nothing. I don't mind throwing the turret at the rockets there. It's actually a good spot to have it.
Yeah. Oh, he's just letting the fire tick him down.
I think he needed to just push in a bit harder with the LG there. Like he dealt so much damage straight away that if he just dropped down, like even if you get railed, it doesn't matter. You're still gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Dan elects to back off from the red. I don't know about this because Steej is just gonna come straight through a teleporter and probably get it. But Steej doesn't know, so he backs off as well.
Yeah, neither.
This is good for Dan then. He can play from here.
Yeah. Only one frag as well. He knows where Steej is. Oh, I misses the rail though. And the turret's sitting him.
Careful of the turret's annoying, yeah, because it puts you off your aim as well.
Yeah.
I think Dan just needs to sit down for a bit, like walk. Making too much noise, Steej can play around it.
Well, Dan in full control. So what's Steej gonna do?
Tax around. Steej wisely backed off because red's a bit too late. I think that was a good decision to actually back off. He played that well.
Stopwatch.
If you know the time on red and you know there's not that much time between the two, it's fine. But as played,
Yeah.
he maybe didn't know, so it was.
Yeah,
good.
I didn't know,
He's sitting in
yeah.
the trap here. Yeah, nice rocket
Oh.
as well. Dan's
Oh.
come back in. Yeah.
More!
Once you get hit by that first rocket, when it shoots you to the right through alley, just you can no longer attack. It's too late.
Yeah.
Like, even if you feel you got unlucky, it doesn't matter. You'll knock back.
Yeah,
in
you
the
just
same
have to
way.
respect the situation. Yeah. You
If
have
it
to
knocks you
respect the
out,
situation.
if it knocks you out, then you can stay there because you're out. But if you're not even out yet and you're staying there, well,
They're just gonna do the same thing again, which is what happened.
again,
Which is what happened.
exactly
yeah.
what happened. So yeah, it was just
Yeah.
nice drop down by Steej. Probably didn't want to take that rail because now he might not be able to get the mega. Whereas if you don't take that rail and you get through the teleporter, well, your opponent's down by, what can you do? You can just get mega and you know, and wait. Whereas as played, now Dan can go get the armor, come back and kill him. So. All right.
2 minutes
Two
left,
frags.
mate. 2 frags. Dan got full control. Who would you rather be?
I'd rather have the lead always, but you know,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean he doesn't have his chances.
Yeah.
If you got the lead, you got the lead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that would have hurt if he got hit by that rail.
Yeah. All good.
Interesting try to rocket jump by Steej. I think Dan could have chased for a frag there, but it's just gonna elect to back off to mega. This is fine. He gets the frag anyway, so this is perfect. He's got time to get back to red, grab the green. I think Steej sworn at red, which is unlucky for Dan. He might want to put some damage on this rail gun. But Steej goes to the rockets instead, and Dan hits a rail.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, free rail.
Dan can
I
push for
think
damage here.
Dan's
and
feeling
and
it. Yeah.
Oh, he can because
Don't want to
he's
get
got
eat with
the
those
green
rockets
behind
again, though, mate. You don't want to get eat with those rockets
Well,
again, though.
he can push for damage there because he's got the green behind him, and then Steej will be 60 health sitting on mega afterwards. So it's just free damage to go for as long as you don't push him too hard and get killed.
Too hard like last time, yeah.
So now he can get mega and get back to red in time. Steej is going to be on it.
Steej stole the heavy! Oh, Dan catches him though.
Nice LJ. Beautiful.
And
So
again,
Dan
another
needs to be
turret,
careful
0
here.
value. Wow.
Because he knows Steej is probably going to charge him because he's weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, he heard him now. Oh, he shouldn't be jumping for the screen. Stupid. Oh, if Steej just stayed there, he had won the game. He's going to win the game anyway.
Oh.
That was stupid to go for the green. The green behind him was up anyway, so I don't
Yeah.
really understand that.
Yeah.
And now it's
And
pretty
now
hard
Dan's
to
got to force it. Yeah, he has to
He's just
hit
trying to get away.
beautiful rockets.
Yeah, I wouldn't even peek in for that, even though he's got fuck all health. But the problem is when you don't peek in for, you know he's gonna have one more chance now. But
Yeah, that's right.
away.
Oh no! Oh, 10
Let's
HP.
get away.
Not.
Dan should rocket jump at him, yeah, which he does. Yeah.
Nah, he's not gonna
Steej's
catch
got
him.
it.
Oh my god, he had a chance, bro. He had a chance.
Dan should have known. He didn't hear the jump pad. And he didn't hear Steej running away.
Yeah, he should have just spammed something.
He had to be in that corner. And the reality is for Steej in that situation, for Dan in that situation, if he's not tucked in the corner there on the left, you can't win anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, that was a good first game, man. That was a
good
first game.
back and forth, but good game, yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna check out, dude. We'll bring Dave in. You and Dave can cast, I reckon.
Big Dave?
Yeah, you and Dave. So ZenAku for the guys in chat who aren't aware. So Dave, you there, mate?
Hello, boys.
Yeah, you're right. Dave, Rob, do you want to fix his microphone or whatever? Or it's alright.
Testing 1, 2. Unfortunately,
Yeah, so
I
just
have my webcam mic.
that'll be alright. It'll be alright. A robot, something.
Because
Anyway, you go.
Okay. Oh no, I don't have my splitter, so unfortunately, it just sounds like this. But is it too shit?
On your webcam mic instead of your headset.
That's all he's got. I think that is what he's. That's what he's saying, Rob. That's what he's got.
It's like,
Do you want to leave it, or you want to bring him in? What do you want to do?
No, I think this will be fine. Let's.
Alright, we'll invite Dave. I'll stop talking, and then you guys just try not to talk over each other, obviously. But I think you'll be fine. So.
I think there's some complaints in the chat from me calling it red armor. Some old habits die hard, boys. I can't help it. I literally can't help it, boys. I'll try my best. In a slower octane game, I might be able to do it, but that was too fast paced. Just couldn't think of anything else.
Let's see. We are moving.
What's next, Matt?
To Insomnia.
Insomnia. Strog and Pika versus Anarchy. I think that's a bit of an advantage for Strog and Pika, but if I don't know, Anarchy's pretty good on the map too. It's pretty even, so.
Anarchy's just fucking broken, mate. It's kind of the standard these days, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. So fast. And he's just annoying because he just ducks in with his rockets, gets out, then you think you can catch him, you can't, and then get into the second map. You want to take us away, Zen?
Actually,
Start on the victor of that map. Who won that map? Steej won that map, did he? Yeah, he did.
Sure.
Yeah.
One sec, could you invite me to the team? To the party, sorry.
Yeah, I will when we when we go back to lobby.
Oh, fuck, sorry.
Oh, I forgot you.
So you didn't want to say it, but you had.
Yeah.
Picks look pretty even, but all the way through.
Nyx Doom, probably slight advantage to Nyx. Blood Covenant Galena BJ. It's a bit weird on Blood Covenant, I'm not exactly sure. Everyone's a sign like yeah, pretty even actually, I'll give you that, yeah.
Well,
I think you might
when you get.
Well, it's good because then you just gotta play. You know, you're here to play. You gotta outplay. It's not like you have an advantage or you have a disadvantage. You just gotta play.
Mm-hmm. No, I was gonna say like it's interesting like when you see like in Best of Fires when Blood Covenant is not one of the first 3 maps and you end up on like map 4. There's no light champs left and it just ends up with like this weird.
It's
so hard to push. Like
it's the one map where you don't really play the other champions that much on. So
yeah, exactly,
it's good.
I'm in game when you're ready. So.
Yep.
Right.
Okay, ready to rumble. Everyone is here.
Has shit talk been out tonight, or it's been pretty humble beginnings?
I think these boys have played enough times, so this not much to say.
Yeah.
Pretty tame.
Yeah. I think it would have favored the DK in that last map, but I guess it only was one frag, so it's still kind of to be expected. But we'll have to see. I think technically, like, I think on land this matchup is probably a bit more even, but online, just
ZenAku is better, yeah.
it's just like he's just that much hard. Like, because you push that quick, he's just so hard.
Yeah,
to stop.
100, no, I 100% agree with you. But when I'm talking about an even matchup, I'm talking on land. But I think in this matchup, yeah, you're right, online. But their pings are quite low, so I don't think it's as much a factor. But yeah, I definitely agree with you. ZenAku is fucking awesome online.
Especially because rockets are just gonna
Can't hit him.
50-50. Just like,
It's just diamond as he runs past. Yeah, see.
yeah.
All right, we'll start on Steej this time. You take us away, Dave.
Oh, wait. Okay, so 1 second.
Prepare to fight.
So let's see what the what starts these boys go for. So we're starting on Steej, yeah?
Yeah, Steej, yeah.
2,
Okay.
1, fight.
Alright. Steej can get the mega. Dan should get the heavy and the rail, so fairly even start. Nothing too crazy gonna go on at the beginning, but
I think you'll see Steej just play a slow game here, look for a rail shot before, and just relax for red, which is probably the smart play to do. I think he knows him here. Dan should probably be careful about pushing in here.
Well, I like
how
Steej pushed in.
Yeah. I like how Steej pushed in for damage, but the problem was he pushed in too far, so that, you know, it just allowed Dan to come back and not get red. Pushing for damage before you go back to get red was good, but he pushed too far, and then it's worked out for Dan to get the first frag.
It also was like he also used rail, and somebody if he hit it, it probably would have been okay. But as soon as he missed, and Dan just turns around and teleportation to that, it's too much. So, but he does have a good position here. Dan is kind of stuck at this health bubble. Doesn't quite have the weapons.
Leave. It's a bit weird.
He is rail wall.
Nice shot.
He just doesn't know when this mega is. He's just waiting for about 5 seconds or so. Managed to actually pick it up though, and then we'll get the heavy and the rail. So going to be even again. Momentum's going to be pretty even for both players. But as we can see, Dan just pushing in, just with shotgun actually, but almost kind of worked out if he maybe got like the first hit it, but Steej cleaned that up. Got to defend again.
It would have worked out if Steej caked everything, but
yeah.
So Steej can get mega now. He probably can't challenge red, so he's just gonna probably look for damage on the railgun or go get the other green himself, which is what he's choosing to do. So he wants to get that and get back to top mid. Didn't grab the green, and that's gonna hurt him.
That's quite a big blunder actually, because he missed that green like twice there, but Steej still does have a 1 frag lead, and he just needs to kind of get out of here by not at least losing the frag, doing as much damage as he can. Dan gonna back off, gonna give him the opportunity to collect the heavy.
Stopwatch.
And still listening out for that time, he doesn't just pick up the heavy straight away, he does kind of check what Dan is doing, so I do like that. But now he does need a rail, so he actually can kind of contest Dan at long range. Still actually not going for it just yet.
Good play by Steej, because you end up just, especially when you know the items are synced, you just don't want to take any damage right now, and then you can go get the other item and get the other guns later in the map. So it's actually working out pretty well. And if Dan challenges it, he probably have to run away. Yeah. I don't think he's gonna run away, but he should.
What Steej is doing, he does, you know, hits the damage, just follows up, pushes him with LG exactly as he needs to, and again extends the lead by 1.
Yeah, it was a good play, because then you can just make your opponent leave, and if he chooses not to leave, you can kill it.
I think a bit of a blunder by Dan. I think he kind of just overcommitted, but
Yeah, he definitely should have run away. I think we can agree on that one.
yeah.
Good rail by Steej. He's going to try and follow it up. With Mega a little bit away, this is going to work out well for him. Use the drone. This probably kills Dan if it hits him. Yeah, nah. Yeah, didn't want to take that rail. Probably just have to relax now, grab the green and just take center out. Dan just charges in. The old ZenAku plays. Nice
He's
shot,
kind of
guys.
cut Steej here. Should be a kill. Yep.
He had the chance to kill him, but would have taken a third big shotgun, which is not easy to do. So nice rockets by Dan.
Steej. I think at the moment with the way things are going, just Dan is still kind of pushing a little bit too aggressively. I want to see like more like weapon play, like him to actually kind of just dip in and out and kind of, you know, use Anarchy's movement to kind of like play with the situation a bit more. But so far, Dan's has kind of been more aggressive, just head on, pushing with it. It's worked out not too bad so far.
I think he was listening to you too much in the intro, mate, when you said unhittable online.
I just already went for it.
Nice try bolt. The combat try is actually quite good if you can aim straight at him, but it can be difficult to do. Dan above this red just wants to get it and try and get away. Nice spam by Steej. Is he going to peek for the rail? Nope, they both decide to back off, which is probably wise. Mega's still 15 seconds away, so that's a bad rail for Dan to take because now he's in trouble. Can't get to Mega side, can't put any pressure on it, so he has to back off.
And now, before as well, he did pick up the heavy straight away, so it's going to give Steej an opportunity to possibly get both items. But Steej missing the jump. Got to work out for him, maybe? This is such a weird fight just now, but Steej actually collecting that, picking up the kill with the rail there. Really nice angle.
Yeah, nice frag. I think he'd already got up the jump pad, otherwise it might have been a smart play to go for red instead, but I think his hand was forced by the fact that he was already committed up the jump pad. Nice drone, good damage on that. He can probably follow that up with another rail to frag here. Just sticks with shot and good frag. Goes for the spawn frag too, that's intelligent. And drops the rockets. I don't mind that actually.
Point blank.
And he's
Yeah,
put pressure on Dan spawn again.
Really good map knowledge by Steej there to actually know to, you know, clean up those kills, and hitting that rapid spawn for the Anarchy just going to put him so far behind. Well,
Yeah, that's
ends up
right.
getting another kill for him, so.
It was actually intelligent play not to commit too hard and get counter-fragged as well, and then he can back off for the red and get huge damage so that the Mega is basically counterfeited. So that was actually quite intelligent as well, and now he's in a good position. You know, with the three frag lead, this is when you start and think about game management. Nice shot. Can push with LG here. Decides not to.
Yeah, actually, Dan does actually have an LG just looking right now, so he could have potentially pushed there, but.
I think even if he had LG, the stacks were such that he would have, even if he finishes on 1 or 10 health, you know what I mean, and it gets into the red room, I don't think there's not much Dan could have done.
But here again, Dan pushing in with the movement, and very tight LG battle, but Dan actually managing to clean that up. And Steej at the rail spawn. Maybe gonna be able to clean up Dan here as well. He's gonna Steej actually goes to the close range.
Nice direct rocket. I'm actually unlucky they end up getting red after you hit that. But it's alright, 1 frag down. Should go for damage on the rail here, which he's looking for. This is intelligent. The only problem is you don't want to wait here too long because you've got to grab your green and get back to center map, which he's doing now. Probably can't push in anymore, but he chooses to anyway. Nice drone. So he just needs to get away here, I think. Stick with the LG ammo. I think he's still going to die to the machine gun.
Oh, but
There you go.
so close to that kill there.
I think it was Stan's frag, but he just made a bit of a hash of it, but it's worked out anyway. He can get this green and connect the other one. Steej will probably end up going for it though, so it might work out not for Dan. This is right. He need to be a bit more careful entering the room. If he could just get away to red here, it's fine though. He should just run away to red. He shouldn't be looking for a frag here. I don't think you need to.
Yeah.
Too risky. It's worked out anyway, but he's and this is what happens. Now he steals your red and then gets you and denies you Mega. Dan wisely just runs away though. It's good. Mega's coming up in a second. Oh, this is fine.
Good decision making. He's still good there. He did actually kind of like, at least even though he lost the heavy there, he still kind of maximized the amount of damage he could. But I want to see Dan kind of pressure this heavy just a little bit more because he can get it. He does outstack Steej right now, so.
Which is why I think that's Steej was wary of that. He backed. Oh, I like this. What Dan's doing here. Go for damage, but doesn't want to push in too hard and get killed. Yeah, which he has done. So now Steej is probably going to spawn at the red.
Yeah.
So we could have just smacked him, gone to get red, and then come back, and he's going to be sitting cowering on Mega, and then you can kill him. But it's worked out. Interesting stage didn't die to that.
Like instead of going for the big, going for that red, I kind of like that.
Oh, I looked at 2, I reckon he probably finished. Yeah, he probably finished on like 5 health or something as well. I was surprised he didn't die to it. So
But
I
more
liked it.
importantly, look at that. Like Steej now didn't get either of those greens, and Dan's going to push right into this heavy. If he gets there early enough, I think pretty much that could have been the game-winning play. So, well,
Yeah, that's right. He's got 9-8. Steej's got a what's the spawn? Mega's up. Dan just wants damage here. Back off is fine if you're worried about him coming through the teleporter. I think you just need to relax, get damage when he goes for his guns and his armor like this. Probably doesn't peak for that last one. But it's alright, he's gone for it. Problem is your opponent's going to get probably red. They've pushed in for the frag, it's risky. Yeah, see that is just, it's needless to do that. And yeah, he got unlucky, but that's the peaker, you know what I mean? Like, can happen.
Well, you
I think if he just hit those 2 rails and just sat for Mega, I don't think he could lose.
Because he was always going to get that Mega. He always had a decent position while he's still coming.
Like, your opponent's got to go get the health bubbles to go with his red armor. His heavy armor, sorry, boys. But now it's overtime, so we'll see what happens. Dan's pushing in. Steej probably just wants to try and get away here. Nice rocket. Dan probably can't challenge anymore. I don't mind if Steej actually dives in, charges for that red. I didn't actually hate if he did that, but he chooses not to. It's alright. It's probably the more prudent play, but he could have. Nice drone. Oh! Just needed to charge it, and yeah, that's peaker for you.
But yeah, you don't really get questioned than that because Steej did. I think his decision making was good there. He did defend, but Dan just slipped past, and again, just that anarchy movement just basically just went through.
I didn't mind the drone, but I feel like he didn't need to open with it. He could have hit 1 rocket to hold him back and then drone. But yeah. But as played, if he just needed to charge it, he probably still had the frag. But yeah, that is what it is, and we go 1-1, which is probably better for the viewers.
I'll just check
that was that anarchy play you were talking about. Even the peaker can't hit him.
just online, you got no chance. Rob, are you also jumping in as well, mate? Do you, Cam? What do you want to do? Do you we'll just keep going us two, or?
I'm keen. I'll keep going. I need to fuck spiders.
I'm just here to study, mate. I'm commentating. Actually, I'm just getting in the content. You know what I mean?
What's the next map? So going on to Awoken, Nyx versus Doom. It's probably slightly in Nyx's favour, I think, from my experience. But Doom can definitely play against Nyx. So I think you just have to play a little bit slower. You can't be too open because LG can be quite easy to hit on him.
I think the main thing here is that, like, just the invis. I mean, they kind of do a similar thing. The only advantage is that Doom just has that 50 stack off spawn, but there's so many great numbers that Nyx just kind of feels better overall. Like, you're kind of moving around the map nicer.
Yeah, definitely. And you have that get out of jail free card, or that way to attack that Doom simply doesn't have. But on the other hand, I think Doom's ability is actually underrated, and not a lot is actually understood about how well you can actually use that ability when you're using it. Because you can move around the map quicker. You can actually you can hit 2 reliable punches as well. Probably 3 is a bit of a stretch, but you know it's not a useless ability like a lot of people seem to say. The only problem with it is you can't use it that often. So the time shards are usually on the map for a character like Nyx who always wants to invis. That can be a bad thing. But yeah, let's get into the game. We'll start with Dandaking.
Prepare to fight.
I think if they made it cancelable, it probably would be a lot nicer.
Yeah, but I think it would probably be a little bit too strong, but maybe. Yeah. I don't disagree with you.
Just fucking buff and screw it. Then, and I like him delaying because he kind of senses that Steej didn't go for the T armor, so going to maximize his heavy stack here.
Well, I think it's good too, because even if he did go for T armor, he's not going to have a weapon, so no matter what you do, you can grab rockets and back off. It's not really the end of the world if he's sitting there.
So Dan's kind of setting up an early trap in mid.
I think Steej is going to be aware of this. Or maybe not. Oh, he double jump past him. The old ghost swap. Yeah. I don't mind if Dan pushes up for damage on this Mega to fall back to red here, especially with the green sitting up there. Coming to red here is probably a bit passive because then it's allowing him to get the green armor and deal damage on you.
Yeah, the trouble is, like, in this situation, where the T armor is up, and even though you've collected the heavy, you still have to come from the heavy to fight the next item. So
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're not going to maximize the most value out of it, it's gonna you end up in a really bad position. Plus, he still doesn't have an LG yet. Let's manage to hit the first rail though.
I like Dan pushing for another rail here with he's got the green and the Mega coming up below, and he should know that the red is a little bit delayed. So going for damage here is good. Early back off, which is fine because you don't want him to get counter pushed, which is what happened. I think Dan can still challenge this.
Really awkward engagements with the rockets. He needs to get out of there and actually gonna kill Dan through the teleporter.
That was maybe the time for the old berserk.
Yeah.
Shadows hide me.
Nice early phase shift, so he can go get the green. He should actually be able to understand that if he hits the shotgun, he can still get red. This is perfect because then you can get red or Mega and then deal damage on the other one, or get both if he doesn't go to the right area. So Steej should know Mega's up right now, just get some damage on the red and fall back to it. I think staying up here for a while is actually good unless the opponent just jumps straight to rail, which Dan's done. Is he going to push in for a bit of damage here? Probably one shot's not bad because you got the green behind you at the LG. But taking top position is never a mistake on this map either.
I like what Steej is doing. He's kind of just waiting until he doesn't push into the heavy just yet. If he pushes too early, it kind of gives Dan the opportunity to kind of really play with Steej, but yeah, he managed to hit the rail after the heavy as well, so that was good.
I think peeking forward before you pick up Mega is the play there, because it's only giving him 30 health, where if he peeked for one rail, take that Dan's armor off him, then he's still got the green armor and the Mega, and he's still going to be the same health, only Dan's going to be weaker. So I think he needed to peek for one shot before he picked up the Mega. Especially because it doesn't give you up to 200 in this game, it only gives you up to 175, so it only gave him 30 health.
And Craig Jenkins all about that efficiency, you know, making the most of it. Steej
Yeah,
pushing
they're
his own
that's right. Yeah, I think he should stick in this fight, that's good.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
had to peek a
almost.
bit harder, but
Another one
yeah,
down.
had to peek a bit harder, but I think it worked out, it's okay. Be careful about Dan having rail here. You don't want to get railed here. Going for damage on red is fine and falling back from Mega. But you must go for damage here. That's unlucky, you got railed. Coming for this is risky, but I think it's unlikely Dan's just going to challenge it. Well, and there, what I know.
Well, I think he knows the Steej was just too low. That round, he knew that T armor was like after, and actually going to clean up the kill. So this is really good by Dan now. I mean, he's going to have Steej not going to have any armor, but look at the team with 2-1 now. Dan instantly doing some kind of LG damage. So
Yeah, I think he wants to push off for damage before red. Sitting on red like this is no good. Yeah, but I thought he was just thinking about it, but he's chosen to change his mind. And he should be able to get back onto Mega. This is good.
Stopwatch.
Is he going to just attack? I think he is. Important rail to hit that. Probably got a silent walk if you want to catch him here. You won't catch him if you don't.
I like what Dan is doing. He's kind of still like eliminating as many armors on the map. It's going to make Steej's decision making a bit harder because Dan's going to know like what options Steej has. He gets this heavy and runs straight to Mega, which he's
I
going
think
to
Steej can defend the Mega, yeah, so that's the problem.
Yeah. There's just too little time between the items.
Two, yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. Now he's just sitting.
He's actually took the time, I think. Yeah. So 3 frag lead. It's not impossible for Dan to still tie it up, but
Impressive.
Oh, beautiful shot.
Steej can just keep getting damage like that.
Dan could have actually, Steej could have stuck around for that one actually, because he still had 140 health, and then you get, if you can't kill him, then you just fall back to red, and if you can, well then you go Mega first instead. But it's worked out alright. Got another frag. You have to be careful in this situation here because you don't want to die right now. If you don't die right now, it's pretty hard for him to win the map.
Mm-hmm.
Probably back off. bit too open. Just grab the green and maybe try and make his way to the other side of the map. Or even if you just sit here and wait for your ability to come back, that's fine too. This is exactly how not to play it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think he was just too hasty. Like if he just kind of waited.
That's
a
what I
bit
said.
longer
Just
and waited for the
relax.
fight.
And, you know, you got a 5 frag, you got a 4 frag lead. Your ability's coming. I mean, I don't know how serious they're taking it, but yeah. Let's just say it's not the Quake Cup final, but.
Yeah, yeah, it's the AQL finals. More of this for the Australian champion.
More big prize money as well. Yeah, definitely.
This is such an awkward battle. Not going to work out. A bit of the old random shotgun sometimes, but now only a 2 frag lead, and they're going to push through mid.
Good damage by Steej to fall back to Mega. Now he can get the other weapon that he needs. So that was good play by him. Dance. It's not in a rush yet, but you know you got to start thinking about how I'm going to work my next frag.
Mm-hmm. The trouble is
Still
now
3.5 minutes.
with invis. If Steej has invis and it can always get an item, it's always going to make like hard for Dan to really close in on a kill. Because if Steej always trades, now it's to the point where like if he just plays one item and just sits on his side of the map with invis, it's going to be so hard to close a kill.
That's right. Exactly. That's why you can't really let a lot of these champions get a lead on you that can work down because it's so hard to play when they can do that. See, Steve's playing correctly, just waiting above the rail. It's a really strong position, especially with his Ghost Walk. There's no way Dan can really get a frag. I think Dan knows where he is, but there's just nothing you can do. Probably get your tribal out and spam the angle, yeah. Don't want to push him too hard.
But notice that as soon as Dan overcommits, Steej hitting that LG. And now, this could be an opportunity for Steej to get a kill if he actually presses right, but nice defensive rocket by Dan. Dan going to take P position. And Dan's going to keep pushing in. This could be a good battle. Actually not going to work out for him.
I didn't hate the attack by Dan, but the second you use LG in it, then you're always at a disadvantage because he has a better position on you and he has more health. If you hit a rail first and then sort of juked a bit, maybe that would have been a bit better, but...
Stopwatch.
I think this is the case he just dropped too early. As soon as you drop like, and the stacks are too even, and the person with a better position. Would
Oh, the stacks weren't even anyway, so he was just couldn't win that fight using shaft, yeah. The stacks are even in general. If the positions are even, if your stack's lower and you're using shaft, you can't win.
Yeah.
Even if you have way stronger LG than the other opponent, it's only going to be like 5% difference, you know what I mean? So,
Well, in
anyway.
Quake Champions, like, yeah, stack cap and stuff, it just kind of works out this way.
Like, everyone hits LG in Quake Champions, so...
Yeah.
So Dan's gonna get this red armor. Probably needs to start thinking about fragging here. I think he just needs to go full noise here like he is doing. I think it's fine. It'll be hard to catch him, but I think there's no choice if you want to try and win the map.
The only thing here, though, is that Steej doesn't have any rockets, so this could be Dan's opportunity. Okay, actually forces Steej in invis. And now Steej's going to be continuously defensive here.
I think Dan just needs to chase full noise, and even then it's going to be difficult.
1 minute warning.
Manages to find him, unfortunately misses his 2 rails. Hitting, okay.
That's
I
going to
think
be
it just
bullshit, right?
right? Yeah. Now, well, okay, he does manage to clear up the kill. Steej will have invis in just a second, but he does spawn an LG, and Dan's actually going to push it. Hits the first rail. Is Steej going to blow invis? Oh, okay, yeah, he's forced to. And Dan keeps guessing correctly. This could actually be bad for Steej. But he needs to kill him in this shotgun. And actually manages to. 15 seconds left. Steej going to delay, but now...
10 seconds left. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible, it's just pretty fucking difficult. He knows where he is, but yeah, just ran out of time, unfortunately.
You lose. You lose.
So 2-1 to Big Steej, all 1 frag maps. which is what you want in a grand final. Bit of back and forth, a couple of frags here and there. Oh, what's a fourth map?
Going to be Blood Covenant, Steej on Galena, Dandaking on BJ Blazkowicz.
You would think on paper, well, Dave, you got more experience on this map than me. I would have thought Galena was probably more favoured, but BJ definitely always in the fight with him.
I think it's not necessarily impossible. Well, definitely it's not impossible for the BJ, but you just gotta play your advantages. Like there's a lot of stuff you can do with the blood pool, or instead of using rail, now that they changed like BJ's ability, so it just fires faster as opposed to like doing double damage with the HMG. Long range, sometimes this HMG just shreds you so quickly you can't even escape it. So there's actually some opportunities BJ can make with it, but the thing is you just never see this matchup. So traditionally you just say, well, Glean is favoured, because you just seen it there more.
I actually like BJ in this matchup, man. BJ's just 2 LGs, man. Say no more. What can I say, bro? It's 2 LGs. If you had 2 LGs, you'd be feeling pretty good, wouldn't you?
Well, I mean, 2 LGs on Blood Covenant, but that's the only thing I'm thinking, like...
2 LGs is 2 LGs. 2 LGs is 2 LGs, bro.
Okay, well, let's see. I think Steej should take it, but that's my bet.
I guess with the blood pool, you can pick up one of the 5s and just get to the next pip, can't you? So...
Yeah.
So then, yeah, just permanent heals, bro.
The trouble with that is, like, sometimes it's useful, but it sometimes doesn't have, like, that really, like, fuck yeah, like, 25 more HP. And, like, in some moments it doesn't have that pivotal impact, you know what I mean? Where sometimes
the thing is, you can only ever use it when you're below 100 health, and where, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like you can use it to get up to 200. Then it would be overpowered, but...
To be honest, actually, that would be kind of sick if they would actually, like, change something like that. This time for PS help.
Nah, it'd be too strong because you'd be camping in one blood pool, the other guy would be camping in the other blood pool, and you would never leave. I'll come out when I've got 500 HP. Alright, let's go. Silent Stage's point of view.
Do you want to take us away this time?
3, 2.
Yeah, I'll take us away. Yeah. So he gets the green armor, spawn at the mega. Nice to go for a bit of heavy machine gun damage spamming. I actually like that. That was quite clever. Grab this green. The only thing I don't like about what he did so far is that he put the totem at the time shards. That will get found. Nice position by Dan. So let's grab the shotgun and probably come back to middle map. But you got to be careful here because you know Dan's got rockets and you don't want to get caught out of it. This is where he's peeking back in again. Honestly, just wait until he makes his position known. I like this bluff to go get the rockets and the red just needs to get away. This is fine. Nice yeah, it was one of those fights where like you didn't know that he was coming from that way, but it doesn't matter. Like he doesn't have rockets, or he's not got rockets out at the very least. So just wants to hit one rail here, or if he can.
Steej actually gonna have a stack now as well, so.
I'll shot. Beautiful. Go for one more. In fact, you can try and frag now. Go for one more even because you've got the red armor and the health behind you. But this is fine. He's grabbed the green. Just wants to put some pressure on this. Try and get away.
Yeah, it hasn't skill opportunity here yet. I mean,
that's the problem with going for the green first. That's the problem with going for that green first is he can catch you. If you're gonna go for that green first, you need to be extremely quick.
But even then, that's the problem with the VQ3 champs. Like, if that was a light champ there, you could just get out of there so quick. But the fact he's just like, as soon as you get railed on them, you just get stuck. Especially as the VQ3 champ, so...
Yeah, beautiful spam by Dan. I loved how he turned around to shoot the rocket. That's exactly how you have to shoot it. A lot of players don't know that. And now he gets the frag. This is beautiful. And he knows it went light then heavy, so... This is good. He can chase here. Don't want to chase too hard because you're springing a trap, yeah. See, if you're going to chase like that, you must have rockets out when you come around the corner in case he's done what he's done. Not rail.
And he's going for it twice. Actually made way up the kill.
Yeah, I don't know about the shot either. Just hadn't done quite enough damage, but
Be healed in the power of
Yeah.
the ancients.
So Dan gonna end up with the LG, and Steej gonna have heavy position here. I like that he's actually still pressuring the pillars. I mean, heavy is up, and he should know it surely. But I think
I think it's a common trap to fall in for Quake players. You know when Mega is, you're just thinking Mega, but yeah.
Is the only
I prefer heavy, sorry, personally, but a lot of players love Mega Man. Nice, oh, beautiful rockets.
yeah,
Shotgun
that's gonna be
finish.
it, yeah.
Nah, need heavy MG. Oh, and the spawn as well. Nice shot and smart to back off because you don't want to die there and lose all your guns. So you can. Oh, beautiful shot as well. He's got the heal there as well. Oh, great. And now he can get Mega and probably back to red.
eggs of all creatures.
I think Steej is daddy, Morgan's too cocky.
Sorcery.
I think pick with the last one was fine. Like, it was unlikely he was going to take 5 bullets to die, you know what I mean? I think he should have just dropped for red. Because he would have been getting red and got away, but now he's a bit slow. Nice LG. Probably shouldn't take this.
But the thing is that, like, Steej kind of... It's the fact that he went for that extra little bit, he survived on 2 HP, he missed those items. Right? He didn't get a chance of getting the heavy or the mega, so that slight overcommittal actually set him back all the way to this moment, but...
Agree. I believe that he could have just dropped for the red and Dan was still at Mega. He couldn't have got in time to get damage on him though. That was his problem. He rooted around for too long. But if he was going to take that long, then yeah, obviously gave a chance for Dandaking to come back and deal some damage. So Steej is playing this correctly now, just skulking around for the lower greens. Doesn't want to go through the teleporter. He heard Dan drop lower, so he might be able to escape to the other green now. And this is where he's played well, because he's got a 2-frag lead and he's made his way back up to 100-100. And Dan doesn't really know where he is. I think he's going to fall into a trap here, though. So he's just trying to trap Dan. And then the trapper becomes the trappee.
So,
It's a good play, just playing off the sound, yeah.
It's a nice instant direct rocket. Dan gonna have to push away there, and again, this is the trouble of like the VQ3 champs. It's so hard to push sometimes. Just good defensive rockets just do so much.
I mean, if you can't push when you've got 2 LGs, well, you just can't push, so... yeah, definitely. Nice angle by Steej just to get a little bit of harassment done so he can delay... He wants to delay down from red here, but he hasn't done that. Because if you can delay your opponent from leaving Mega to get to the heavy armor, then you can get it yourself. Gotta hit them once. Nice flick. Mutual frag.
And Steej just gonna end up with a decent spawn, gonna get the heavy and probably the rail here if he decides to go for it. Nice little nail jump.
Wow, you can... I didn't know you could get that much height with that nail gun in this game. It's insane.
Yeah.
I don't play this map, so it's the only map you really need to be able to do that.
Stopwatch.
Nice rail. Probably wants to peek for one more here, if you can. Can't, that's alright. Just be careful of the cess, but I think go for one more shot's good. I'll probably drop down early just so you can do this.
The trouble is Dan doesn't have a rail here. I mean, even if he was supposed to push him over to HMG.
I like how Steej shot that rocket up. That's clever. A lot of time that's give you a good chance to hit him. Just wants to get away to Mega if he can.
Oh, yeah, ledge grab! And he's gonna actually lose it. Yep.
Nice. I was surprised Dan wasn't available then, actually.
And now actually gonna pop the ability. This is that double HMG. Hits the rail. And managing to escape. And Steej in a pretty bad position at the moment. And Dan with decent stack, but this is a green armors to get to, so he's got to him.
Alright, lead tied. Oh, that looks straight through, mate. It looked like it was straight through, don't you reckon?
I was on Steej's pop, so I didn't really see that.
Didn't go through his eyes then, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Nice shot. Nice cess down by Steej, good weapon switch. Probably didn't need to replace his health rocket jumping for Rail that he already had.
Steej's gonna
Back
try
off from
to
this
push
spot. Oh, beautiful shot. Once you hit that shot, you can peek for one more. You just got to be a bit careful about him with two heavy machine guns, but this has worked out perfectly for him. Just needs to take his good position. Great rail as well. Now he can probably try and defend the red, even though it's not up front of the wall. Don't want to push underneath him so he can use his rockets on you, but not shot in the end. And it's going to be hard to win the map from here for Dandaking.
He's gonna catch him here again.
I think Steej just need to be spamming there, but it's worked out anyway. Just don't let him cess you down, it's pretty hard to lose. Nice try bolt, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful!
Imagine getting direct trouble. Well, sometimes when you're down by this much or this little time, okay.
Cursed! Yeah, alright, so 4 frag lead, 2 minutes to go. Pretty hard to come back from here. Especially with Steej having such a great stack. Probably just wants to relax for the mega and just wait for Dan's attack, which he knows coming. I think that's going to be about good games.
I will harvest your soul.
I think you just play on the mega side for now and then that's it.
I think Dan still had the right idea. I mean, I feel like just long distance, if he played the rail game, he just kind of felt that maybe Steej just was going to be really consistent with those rails, but yeah, ultimately Dan was trying to go for a lot more pushes by just like running at him, but Steej is always ready with the rockets, I felt, but...
I mean, I think the problem was with Dandaking in this game is he used 2 heavy machine guns, not 2 LGs. I think that was the problem. The only one time he used 2 LGs, he didn't get much damage.
Yeah. But did he ever get the kill with 2 LGs? I think...
I don't think he did.
No,
He tried, but I don't think he did. 2 LGs, man. Say no more.
I'm telling you, double HMG, long map, farther mega, some.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you, but it's just, you know, 2 LGs is something about it, man.
Alright, so 30 seconds left. Bit of garbage time, but... So I believe that's it, isn't it? Steej the AQL.
I think that is good game. Steej comes back from defeat in the upper bracket to win the tournament. In the lower bracket, sorry. Sorry, the upper bracket, my mistake.
Is the only release. I will not
No shame
But-
pissing yourself, kid.
As we say in Australian terms, last frag wins, so Dan actually gets the last frag, but no, it doesn't actually work.
You
So,
lose.
Exactly.
And that'll be it, so congratulations Steej. I guess he's defending KawachiCon champion and now AQL champion. He won the last one, didn't he, as well?
Oh yeah, he did, yeah. In the final.
Yeah.
Was I say, I think it was 4-3 or 3-2, I can't remember.
Oh.